Sarah here. Hope you've been doing well. I had to take a short break in content between leaving my job and now. I was still working through things mentally and preparing my website, getting my finances in order, and prepping for my trip to Bali. But before I get into that, I want to ask if you can please like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm working to try and hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so your small click would be so extremely helpful. Now, back to what this video is all about. My time in Bali. For those of you who don't know, I recently took a trip to Bali. I went through Dreamy Trips Bali. They booked most of my accommodation and lots of activities. The trip had about 12 other women on it, plus 2 guides from Dreamy Trips Bali. I initially booked this trip in April before I was even close to quitting my job because I just really needed a vacation. I was burnt out, I wanted sun, relaxation, a little activity here and there. And this sounded right up my alley. About Dreamy Trips Bali. I first want to state that Dreamy Trips Bali is a small POC, women-owned business. And per Instagram, on the date I'm recording this, it's billed as luxury getaways and group trips. And the bio reads, once in a lifetime vacations for the girlies. I've vacationed solo before. I went to Cancun last year by myself and I had a great time. But after seeing the Dreamy Trips Bali Instagram and talking with their owner, this sounded pretty nice. I was told there would be a good mix of activity and downtime, and I cannot stress enough how much I needed downtime. I'm a beach bitch, and Bali is obviously known for beautiful beaches and good food, as well as surfing for those who surf, like my dad. About the trip. First, let's start with where we stayed. I started my trip a night early. I arrived in Bali at around 1 a.m. I booked a night at a different hotel, which was beautiful, it was lovely, perfect place for me to stay. The group stayed at Citadines Barawa Beach, which is located in Canggu. The hotel had 2 smaller pools, one located on the roof, had a restaurant, and breakfast was included. The rooftop pool had a really nice view for sunsets, or like a good go-to place to read, which you know I did. The room was comfortable and it had a little kitchenette inside, so if you're someone who likes to cook for themselves, that's great. And they also offered a laundry service, which definitely helped because I did not have to come back with a suitcase full of dirty clothes. Just a couple of days worth. Well, we did. I'll be upfront right now. I didn't do all of the activities, and I'll get to that later. The activities included ATVs, a sunset dinner, a full day in Ubud with the Bali swing, a lunch, which we paid for ourselves, a visit to a temple for a cleansing ceremony, palm reading, a spa massage in Seminyak, a sunrise hike departing at 1 a.m. and 2 hours in the car to get to, a visit to a waterfall, a jungle pool club, and a farewell dinner. What I did was the ATVs, the Ubud day, and the massage. Now me doing ATVs was hilarious because I'm not exactly an outdoorsy person. I'm a city girl through and through. My bestie group chat was even shocked as hell that I went to the ATVs, but I thought, why not? I absolutely crashed into a wall on the way out, and I almost went into a ditch on the way to the ATV course, so bless the guide man who came and sat next to me until we got to the course. It was my first time on an ATV. I figured it out once I was there. I wasn't as awesome as like Ashley or Liz, but I was absolutely doing my thing. As Supreet said, little kids can drive an ATV. So I was glad to eventually get the hang of it and to get through the course and back to home base in one piece. Why I opted out of some things. I opted out of the hike because I don't do the outdoors. In no world do I, Sierra, do hiking, rock climbing, camping, etc. Like, I will swipe left on somebody who shows that they like those. I did pack stuff in case I had the sudden desire to go on the hike, but I was pretty sure it wasn't going to go from jump. But I was was ready in case I wanted to. Half of us also chose not to go on the waterfall, so I wasn't alone. And this group also did a pool club near us where we were staying because we realized we'd be in the car longer than we'd be at the jungle pool club. And considering we were walking distance of several pool clubs, we pulled an audible. And personally, living in the States means I have access to pool clubs all over the place. And so did most of us, especially if you live in a major city. Like, I personally didn't need to do something that I can do in the States and have done many times over. What's up, Vegas? My closing thoughts. The downside of the trip was that there was a lot of time in the car, taking away from the ability to have real downtime. While we stayed in Chingu, almost all of the activities required being in the car for 1.5 to 2 hours to get to it. So that means potentially being in the car for 4 hours. That doesn't leave much room for downtime upon returning to the hotel. That was honestly really hard for me. I was looking forward to some activity, but also downtime. Like time at the beach, time to just simply relax, maybe walk around, eat more of the amazing food that Bali has to offer. In skipping the hike, I did go eat at Nude Cafe, and then I wanted to hit the beach. Joke was on me. It was just more of a surf beach rather than a place where people can sit on the beach and read and then get in the water to swim and cool off. I did get a chance to dip my toes in what is technically the Indian Ocean. On the last day, because my flight was so late, I did have a drink along the beach at a beach bar, but it would have been nice to truly experience the beach and relax. Friends, that's what I was looking for out of my vacation. Who is this good for? For me, there's a major difference between a vacation and a trip. Vacations are relaxing with lots of food, maybe some walking, some drinks, and just really moving at an easy pace. Trips are activity filled and can be taxing, to be honest. This was more of a trip than a vacation, and it was the exact opposite of what I needed, especially after about 30 plus hours of travel. That said, I do think this is good for people who want to do activities. It's good for people who don't mind being in a car for long periods of time. And it's also a really great way to meet new people. And that's something that's kind of hard, especially as you become an adult. The other women on the trip were super kind and funny and truly a joy to be around. We had a lot of good laughs and we made some really nice memories. And I just want them all to know that I am so glad I had the pleasure of meeting them. I will have to go back to Bali some other time in the future so I can see more of those beaches and eat the food and just chill with my book, not be on the go. I will probably do another video with the outfits that I wore because hello, you know I love to shop and I did have some killer looks. Thank you so much for sticking around. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Again, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so every action that you take is super helpful. Thank you, and I will see you again soon. Bye.